Yo, what is good with y'all? How y'all been, man? So I know I ain't upload a video yesterday. I ain't gonna lie, there really wasn't no market was kind of chopped. Market was dead. Market was whooped. It was beat, and on top of that, it was also my birthday yesterday, so I was doing a lot of running around. I didn't do a lot of staring at the charts. So let's get into today's video. So today I made $700 times 5 accounts. I'm trading Tradeify Select Evals right now. I got 550Ks. So my plan with these, man, is to pass them. I'm gonna do like 4 daily payouts, maybe 3 daily payouts, and then the other 2 I'm gonna do flex payouts. But anyways, let's get into my trade for the day. Let's get into my journal. We're gonna read the journal. I don't have my laptop on me, so I can't screen record necessarily the trade recap, but I did screen record on my phone the actual trade, like as it was about to hit TP. So I'll probably throw that in the video somewhere around here. So look it. So off the rip, my sleep/energy for the day was a 2 out of 10. Like I said, it was my birthday. I was up late. You know, I had work and worked mad early. I was up about 3:30, 3:50-ish. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get too much sleep. So I was extremely tired this morning, I'm not gonna lie. But after like working, so I be at work for 4 hours, 4.5 hours by the time that market opens. So luckily for me, like doing all that moving around, it starts to wake you up a little bit, you know? So yeah, so my sleep/my energy was a 2 out of 10. My mental state for the day was calm. I had a new outlook. Wasn't really focused on like being scared to blow accounts, or being scared, or like trying to rush and pass it in one day. So for those of you guys that don't know, the Tradeify Select accounts have a 40% consistency rule on the eval, which means that I have to pass it at minimum in 3 days, right? So with my risk, 500 per trade, 1,000, right? Hypothetically speaking, get it done in 3 days. The only problem that could stop that setup is obviously my execution, which I am not planning on tweaking. I'm planning on keeping my execution how it was and stuff like that. So, pre-market plan. Let me get comfortable real quick for y'all. All right, check me out. Pre-market plan. So I was looking for continuation longs because we're in all-time highs and we were expecting a 1 hour and a 4 hour bullish level. Now, not only that, on higher time frame, on the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame, we had SMT with ES. We had bullish SMT with ES. ES swept out the lows, NQ didn't. Wait, I look, you gotta look at the chart, but I'm pretty sure it was ES that swept out the lows and NQ didn't. So off rip, before market even opened, during pre-market, we had a bullish SMT, right? And higher time frame SMT, not no little 15-minute SMT, not no 5-minute, not no 1 minute, no. Hour plus 4 hour SMT, okay? High time frame, boom. So that was my bias. My bias was continuation longs, right? So I took 2 trades today. I trade evals a little bit differently. So I do 1 trade a day on fundeds. On evals, I do just based to my maximum loss limit for the day. So my maximum loss limit is $500. So I took 2 trades today. My first trade, I lost $100. It was kind of stupid, bro. So look, right? So my trade number, my first trade, I took a trade off of a 15-minute bounce. Plus, there was a 15-minute IFVG. Now, I added into the trade. I think I got in the trade with about 5-6 micros. Now, I added into the trade with 2 to 3 more micros after we created a 1 minute out of that 5-minute IFVG. And then we retested that 1 minute and showed strength right there. So I added in with about 2 to 3 more micros. Now, I moved my stop. So I was already break even when I added into the trade, right? So when I added in the 3 contracts, my break even point, my old break even point was like, I'd only be losing like $100. So I just left it right there. I'm thinking we're going to run to at least a 2-to-1. I'm targeting a 2-to-1 R since I'm risking 500. And bro, it just, like, we had one candle where we just wicked down, like, mad aggressive for us to chop for an hour. Bro, I kid you not. We literally chopped today from 8:30 to 9:50. Bro, I didn't catch a trade until 9:50 today, right? So look, trade number 2, right? This is my second trade idea. This is the trade that came at 9:50. So my first trade, I took that at about, I want to say 8:45-ish. I'm pretty sure I waited till the orb was forming before I took a trade. So it was about 8:45 to 8:50 when I got into a trade. Now, on my second trade, right? It was the same idea as the first trade. We were continuing to respect that 15-minute gap, right? We also clearly had that bullish SMT at open, or not at open, but like during pre-market, that high time frame SMT. And on top of that, we had a 4-hour that we were retesting on NQ and a 4-hour that we inversed on ES, right? So, bro, the chart was screaming longs to me, bro. It was literally screaming longs to me all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was obvious. Longs were obvious, bro. It was just about, like, we just started chopping, bro. Like, we were just range bound for so long today. So same idea as the first trade. We traded back into that 15-minute again, bro. We traded into that 15-minute like 4 or 5 different times, bro. On the 5th time that we traded into the 15-minute, bro, it took us 25 minutes to inverse a 5-minute FVG, right? After we inversed that 5-minute FVG, that wasn't enough confirmation for me because of how weak we were already being. Like, we had already rejected out that 5-minute, like I said, 4 or 5 times. Like, it was 25 minutes of us going into the 5-minute FVG, almost inversing it, getting nuked back down. Going into the 5-minute FVG, almost inversing it, getting nuked back down. You know, so it was like, I didn't have enough confirmation taking that 5-minute IFVG because in my head, if we were truly gonna flip order flow, we should have did it in that first candle. Like, that first candle, if we were gonna inverse it, we should have inversed it already. So I didn't trust that 5-minute. So there was a 3-minute on top of the 5-minute, right? Well, that 3-minute was holding us down. We kept rejecting off of it. So what I did was I waited for that 3-minute to get inversed. Once we inversed that 3-minute, then I got into the trade, right? So I got in after the 3-minute inverse, and I was targeting pre-day highs. So price actually started to stall crazy. I'll actually insert the clip probably like right in the corner right here or something. Bro, price was literally like 3-4 ticks away from my TP, bro, and we started to stall and just like I didn't have. It's not necessarily that I didn't have conviction in us taking pre-day highs. It's just that when I went to ES, I switched to ES, and ES had already took out previous day highs. So I'm seeing bearish daily SMT on the chart, right? We easily could have went down. NQ started nuking after we swept out previous day highs on ES, right? So I just closed the trade. I took my P. It was like $800 on the trade, but because I was down 100 from the first trade, I made 700. Now, I was copy trading 5 accounts today. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I thought that me trading 5 accounts was gonna be a lot more mentally stressful. It's really not, bro. It's really the same thing as trading 1 account. Like, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do get the little dopamine hits of like what could be, but like, I'm not even funded yet. So there's no point in me even, you know what I'm saying, trying to think about dopamine at this point, you know? So yeah, man, plus 700 on these evals today, on these 550Ks. So what I'm basically gonna do is I'm gonna just risk 500 again tomorrow. I'm gonna try and go for a 2-to-1, make a band, right? On Monday or Tuesday, I'm gonna try and make a band again if I can. If not, then you know it is what it is, and I'll just, you know, wait till the week is over, or, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, however long it takes me to pass it is when I pass it. You know. Obviously, I don't like to take longer than a week on evals, but like, hey, bro, if you got to do it, you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really trying to blow these accounts, so I'm not gonna be like over trading or mad over risking. Like I said, $500 daily maximum loss limit. So whether that be 1 trade, 2 trades, as long as I don't go over $500 on the evals, I'm good. All right. So yeah, man, I'm gonna be doing that. Hopefully Friday and Monday are the days that I'm able to win. That way I could come into the new week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, with some fundeds. So we got, the plan is gonna be, I think I'm gonna go with 4 daily payouts and 1 flex account. The four daily payouts are gonna be my my income accounts. So I'm going to be trading those conservatively, getting past the buffer, and then obviously being able to take daily payouts. My flex account, on the other hand, that is going to be my gamble account. That account, I'm going to size up heavier on A+ trades. I'm not going to just gamble. I'm not going to just press buy or just press sell. I'm going to find an A+ setup, and I'm going to risk heavy on it. So I'm going to probably copy trade the 4 daily accounts together, and then I'm going to leave that 1 flex account separate until I either hit, until I hit, right? If I hit on that flex account, then I'm gonna copy trade it with the daily payouts just for the base hits, so that I'm able to take, my daily payouts, and then I'll be able to take that flex payout after the 5 winning days. So that's kind of my plan going forward, in terms of scaling. So yeah, y'all, I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all day. I just wanted to come on here and do a little rant. I'm gonna try and get back on the actual trade recaps, like on the computer. I just don't have my computer right now, so I wasn't really able to do much. But yeah, I'll get up with y'all tomorrow in the next video. Lock in, y'all. See y'all soon.